First of all, let's understand this env and argument that we already know, right? Like any variables you want to declare, either we can use argument, either we can use the env. Okay, env, what is the when we what is the when we go for argument, when we go for env? Remember, argument we can override at the time of build. Okay, env override values. Now this env you will get in an example in further that upcoming sessions, right? Now you guys are seeing this env, we are going to use a lot of places at the time of run command. Like while doing a docker run command, we can use hyphen e, okay, hyphen e, and then put the key name, some key and some value. Now this is a key already existed in the system, already in the Docker file, that we are by default some value is there. Instead of that value, I'm overriding that value. Okay. Now that we are going to use that env. Okay. Argument is for like as any variable. For example, let's in the Docker file, you are using the same name for multiple times. Now instead of like is it a for example tomcat path, like Katrina path, let's say. Now instead of declaring all the places, if you declare only one argument, you can use that argument as in all the places at a time. Now let me show that one example. Okay, let's go for Docker Hub. Then you will get more clear. We'll do the hands-on also. Just wait for some time. Second one of this. If we see env, environment variable. Okay. Now we can see Catalina home. This is the environment variable is set up. Okay, if you type that's Catalina home, this value will get dollar Catalina home. If I type in the system, now this value will come. Yes or no? No. Even if you see in your system, for example, env, if you type that all environment variables will become right for your system environment variables. The same way, if you want to print this, like echo dollar some name, but I take a system root. Okay, let's say for example, okay, SYSTM. I type, there is nothing. Okay, this will come. The value will come, right? The same way, like instead of declaring for multiple places this cat, let's see how many places did it. Like, path is that Catalina home slash bin is the Catalina path. It's a home Catalina home, and then they are creating one folder with the Catalina home, like with this folder. Okay, they are creating, and they are saying that working directory is the again Catalina home. Okay, this is the home for the working directory also. If you do the Docker exec, it will go to the by default this path Catalina home only, right? Now same way, now if you see like as another variable, they're declaring Tomcat native library. Okay, library directory. Now see they are using multiple places. They are going to declaring this variable. Now see this how many places required. Now instead of modifying every places this value, okay, this value, they are just declares a variable and they are overriding to all the places wherever they need. They use the wherever they want. When in case like as any in a future they want to change, they can just come on the change here only. They don't want to go to each and every places. Okay, that is env for the environment variable for runtime. Okay, and argument for at the time of build time. Now in this example, they are not using any argument. Let's say because they are not required for this argument. If they want, they can use. Okay, I'll show both example argument and env with the hands-on for the very simple example. Okay, you will get more clear on it. Now let me just for variables declaration. That's you can remember for both. Okay, but argument at the time of build time, env for at the time of runtime. Okay, the value you feel like is it changed at the time of runtime, then you need to put the env. The value will be if you want to override MS. If you want to override at the time of build, then we can use argument. But we never be. I never till my experience. I never be done for any build. Okay, with the argument changing. Okay, I never get like that season the arguments is always more same. And one more thing, one of the interview question they asked me, okay, what is the first instruction in the Docker file? Guys, what is the first instruction in the Docker file?
From.
From, right? Okay, because this is the base image we need. That is what I also answer the same like you guys. Okay, when I have like it's 3 years, 4 years of experience. Yeah. Okay, they ask me question. Are you sure? Can we write any command before the from? Guys, can I write any command from before from? Is it
Sure.
allow? Is it
I
takes?
think it will allow.
Not
What
command,
command
but
we can
you
use?
can
Sorry?
mention the hashtag.
Hmm?
Not command, but you can put the instruction or something.
What instruction? Like, no, not comments actually. Like
Okay.
this is my Docker file. Not like this. I'm talking about.
Okay.
Not like this comment length. Okay, that's the comments length anyway. It won't exist. This is a documentation. That's fine. Like that won't. That's fine. Okay, don't say this answer in the interview. Okay. Huh. Next.
I just mentioned.
No problem. Yeah. Any Docker file instruction, can I keep it? Yes, we have one. That is one is the argument. We can declare as the argument. Okay, this value we can refer inside this also. Okay, argument. Okay, like as mm, Python version, let's say. Or else just put a version equal to, let's say, Python 3, let's say. From Python colon, like we can put a like as dollar. Or in case if you want to change this version in a future, let's say, by the time of build, but by default is a 3. Now you want to do 3.6, 3.7, 3.9. No, at the time of build time, we can change this variable. You don't want to command then change the Docker file. Okay, understand, right? Now, uh, let's do this. Okay, let me show the official document. Here, see, instruction argument. Okay, like from format. The instruction cases is just uppercase distinguishes from the arguments more easily. Docker runs an instruction Docker file. In order to a Docker file must begin with the from instruction. See, Docker runs an instruction Docker file. In order to a Docker file must begin a from instruction. This may be after parser directive comments a globally scopes arguments. The from instruction specifies the parent image, okay, from which is building. From may only proceed by the only one or more argument instruction which declare arguments that are used to from lines in the Docker file. Okay, no, something like this. We have example. See, from is the only instruction that may be precede. Okay, from in the Docker file. See under the argument for from in right. Now here, let's see argument version something. Now from version something like this. So only will allow. Understand, right? Understand, guys? Understand that? Now let's do that hands-on. That much depth we don't require, but yes, one of the interview I faced this question actually. Okay, I don't know why they asked. Okay, anyway, they are checking for the in-depth knowledge on how much knowledge you have in Docker. That is the document for ENV versus there is a two documents. Which one it is? Let me open. Let me open this also. Both I can open. Both are same. Both are same. Okay, there is nothing there. Okay, fine. Now see here. When you use this argument, I am taking one example. This. Let me connect the server first. Now take Docker now. Start. Now let's connect the server. Okay. Now see here what we are going to do. Okay. Now I'm going to just create one folder like this example. Okay, this document. Nothing code is nothing I'm doing. Okay. Just I'm declaring one argument, the same what we see the just document. Okay, some like latest version Python. Argument is the just I'm declaring as argument is a version. What value will come here? Latest will come here. And environment my version just I declare one more variable as environment variable. Now I'm printing this to one variable it is. Just think about it. Okay. What is the value it will be? Now this by default is the latest. Latest will come here. If I print run echo, this run command will execute at the time of when? Right? Now this is run on at the time of build, right? And this command at the time of when it will be executed at the time of
Running
time.
content.
This is the executable. Now at the time of executable it will be run. Okay, now these are the variables. Okay, these are the variables. Just whenever you want, just see this will be print this version and this will print this version. At the end finally what to do, this also print the latest, this also will print the latest. Okay, now let's write a Docker file and let's execute this. Docker build -d env argument Okay, v1. Okay, env argument v1. No done. Now see here, we are successfully built this. Let's run this. See, and before, see here, what is the output is print? Run echo version. What is the output is printed here? What is the output is printed here? Latest, right?
Latest.
Now let's run this. Docker run -it. Just I'm not overriding any values here. Just I'm printing what exactly it is available. Name Docker run -it name. Okay, name is something like just give env arg test. Okay, and next env arg test. See, my version is latest. The output is that my version is latest. This is what I'm expecting, right? My version is latest. Correct? Correct, right? Now, how the values can be override in this case, okay? Just it's a very simple one. I'm trying to explain this, okay? Command not right here. This one, okay? Let me explain here. Okay. See, at the time of build the image, now if you want to change your version at the time of build, now you can do this. At the time of run, you want to change, now you can do this change. Okay. For example, just I'm changing the only version. Now let's say env arg. The image name is env arg v1. Okay, now my version will be the variable environment variable. I'm changing this, not argument, not argument. Argument is this version, and environment variable is that my version. Now this variable and this is the key, and this is the value. This value I'm overriding. Okay, by default is the latest there right now. Instead of latest, I'm putting that 3.6 now. Now see what happens. See, my version is 3.6 is printed. Means this variable is override is using the this environment variable. Is it make sense now? Understand? Understand, guys? How to override the environment variables? Like as how we can use this environment variables in the inside the Docker file. Now you want to change at the time of build time, we can use this command. Docker build hyphen build arg option. Now this version. Now your variable argument variable you need to pass. Now it's a LB4 is the latest. Now I'm doing this 3.8. Okay. Now dot. Now this your wish, like change that NV. See here. What image is downloading now? You see. What is the image version will be downloaded now? 3.8. Even if you see Docker images, prep Python, it will see that latest version of the image downloaded 3.8 also downloaded just now. Right? This version is that which one? 3.8. Even if you run the container v2, just don't override this right now. The 3 here. Which version? 3.8. In this simple example I'm trying to do here is, now we can override at the time of build time variables you can use. We can use the hyphen build hyphen arg option. Environment variables you want to override the values. Now we can use the hyphen e. Okay, why we are using environment of arguments, like duplication to avoid in the Dockerfile instruction, and if the value will be changed in the real time. No environment variable is a mandatory. Now every Docker file, in case the property will change in the future, that will be declared as a variable, then we are going to use the env option. Okay. Now this is the one example, let's say, of the real example. Okay, like as I want to download a Tomcat this version. Okay, let's do this. Just I'm trying to show you the real example. Let's say one of the real example. One commodality. I'm trying to download a version number. Okay, like as argument you can declare before or after also that you wish. Okay. In case this argument value, if you are using here, let's say in the from you want to specify something, then we can declare this in the first, or else we can use anywhere in the Docker file that you wish. Okay, it's not been mandatory to every first line in the argument. Okay, no. In case if you are using this argument variable inside your from for your from, then we can declare the argument in the first line. Now, what I'm doing, I'm declaring the version number is 8.5.74. This is our my Tomcat version. Okay, Tomcat 8 version. Now, which I'm downloading. Now, like as I'm installing something here, I'm installing OpenJDK. I'm installing I'm saying this, creating this folder, mkdir folder. I'm downloading this into this folder. Okay, like as I'm downloading from here to here, temp folder, and I'm from temp folder I went, and then I'm untarring this. I'm untarring, then I'm gonna keep it this into which path in the same temp folder only. Now this temp folder is version 2. I'm moving this to this here. Or else you can do like one thing, like you can declare this path as a work directory, then even this extract also will happen in this work directory. Okay, even you can copy from there only in case. Basically what happens some real time scenario are some images does not have permission to write any other folder. We have only one permission we have for temp directory. Any write permissions in the Docker file, Docker image or container or wherever in the real-time scenario. Okay, they won't give the permissions for your like as any other folders. They will give only for temp directory have permission to write. Anything you want to write, you can write in the temp directory. Okay, that's the reason I'm gonna put in the temp directory here. And next I'm removing this after this you can remove that also. You can use rm command for the star file where whatever you downloaded from the temp directory. You can remove this after extracting. Okay, fine, that's done. This is star. After that, we can do one more and then. Now, if you do multiple and here, we can remove the multiple run commands here. Okay. Now, what is the benefit of this? We are reducing a Docker file size also here. Okay. Yes, one more command. That your wish. Now, what I'm doing, I'm just downloading this here. Let's see. And expose 800 CMD, run this path. This is my own. That's the reason I'm putting the cat run research and run command. Okay. Now save this. Docker build. Same Tomcat how we install your manually. Docker build -t. Okay. And remember, I am not changing anything. Tomcat-user.xml for anything. You can't able to access this web page right now because we're not changing that Tomcat-user.xml file. In case if you have that file, write it down outside and then make this up and running. We'll see that. Let's wait. Tomcat Docker build-t Tomcat let's I put Tomcat means this will take again official. Okay. My Tomcat something. Even let's put it up. Updates is happening. remove this upgrade actually. Okay, upgrade will take a lot of time. Okay, the, just update is fine. To install anything, upgrade take a lot of time.
Madhu, developer will tell us, right, like what to update and in which folder we need to extract all
Yeah,
this.
that then only will understand. Right? Developer must be give this. What are the libraries you need to install for application? Yes, obviously they will give that. What are the version they want, which tools they want to run their application, everything. Even right now, I have one requirement. Okay, there is some Allure reports they want actually. In Jenkins, there is a one plugin. Okay, same
Hmm.
we discussed the test result analyzer, right? You remember
Hmm.
test result analyzer I discussed. Okay, there's Allure report in Jenkins.
Is it for
No,
testing
this is
framework or what?
sorry.
No, this allo reports usually the testers use it for running this test framework.
Just second. Your voice is too loaded. Come
Ah,
again.
no, 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 nothing, nothing. No, this allo reports, we use it for testing purpose. So just wanted to.
This is yes, like as test cases will be print that result actually. Okay, correct. Now see, this is another one more like it will help us to show very you know diagrammatically for this reports your test report. Allows to automatically generate the Allure report for attach your build the during Jenkins job run. Okay, this is a one more plugin. Now they are running some Allure Alluri CLI commands to execute that is not executing in the my Jenkins. No, they are asking us to install this plugin. Okay, they don't have permission to install. Okay, now I don't know they are using this right now. They have to asking us. Okay, that's one of the requirement for today task for me. Okay, in fact that is the one thing. Okay, next what else? What where we are now? This here right now. See here what is saying that no sixth command is failed now. Why? Because resolving the this one and saying that HTTP request and waiting for the response 404 because this version does not available now. It's old one. 8.5.74 is old one. Let me download a Tomcat. Which version is available? Let's check. 64 like tar file. Copy this. Copy the link address and paste into notepad somewhere. What is the version is there? 8.5.90. What is the version? 8.5.90. Now this variable I need to be overwrite, right? 8 point hyphen build hyphen arg. What is the key they are used here in the Docker file? That key we need to be keep it. This version, right? Version equal to what version I need to overwrite right now? I'm not changing the Docker file. Sir, which is a good option? At the time of argument we are going to pass here, or else can I change in the Docker file itself? No, which is the best option? Which is the best option to tell me? If I pass this, who knows
Passing.
this? I only know this. Like another, like someone you left the company. How others knows? Even they will again they will face same issue. Again they also do the same thing. They need to go through the Docker file and all. You want to make them trouble, then do this kind of work. But you want to help them, then don't do this kind of work. Okay, understand right? See what is the option? Equal is not there. Sorry, here like this. Arg right? Sorry, tag it was. See again taking upgrade command. I edited now. No, I'm not edited here. I have edited in my document. This is an upgrade. We can ignore this. Let me change this. If you want, you can stop. Press Ctrl C. It is almost end. Okay. What is error we got? No space left on device. Right? Means if you type dffn kh, what is how much is this percentage is used? 26%. In the out of 8 GB, 7.7 GB is over. Right? Now why it is checking where is the most using. Now if you use the Docker images, okay, you can see how much space. Like almost all space is occupied your Docker images. Right? Yes or no? Yes or no? No, I want to clean up this. One single command to do this actually. Okay, we have only one. Like or else now what we do? Docker RMI, like select the image ID. One, two, three. It will already three. I'll say four. Some what are the images you don't want? Okay, you can delete like this. No, that not work out, right? Okay, you want to do extend bulk. Now what to do? We have option. We have a Docker, the Docker tool command. Okay, now let's go for Dockerfile. Docker system prune. Okay, now we have lot of options here. Okay, like as Docker system prune. Okay, and Docker prune -fn volumes. Okay, there is a document I've written for Docker cleanup process. Okay, prune the images. Now you want to prune the only images. Now let's run the Docker image prune. There is a command for Docker image prune. If you do this, what it will do? It will do remove the only dangling images. What do you mean the dangling images? Okay, dangling images means now what are the images will be contains none. Those images called as the dangling images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. At the time of tagging or something, same image you are building, same there is no content change. That time it will create a dangling images. Okay. Now how if you do Docker system Docker image prune, you will delete this. Now these are the images deleted. Now how much space we got? Only 461 MB. Reclaim. Now if you do dffnkh, there is no much impact on this, right? There's no much impact on it. It's still same. Now what I'm gonna do? Now Docker container prune. Now see, this will be remove all stopped containers only, not running containers. Okay, this will be saved 513 MB. Now do the DFF package. Now it will reduce the 6%. Okay, Docker container prune. That is another command. Now we have another command, Docker system prune. Image prune, container prune, volume prune. Okay. Now this will be remove system prune, all stopped containers, all network not used at least one container, all dangling images, all dangling build cache. This will do all these things. Now this will be give like as 630 MB again. Okay, this will be give us like as now we got 82% space free, like total 1.5 GB. Now you want to more. Now Docker system prune -a. This command is little bit risky. Be careful at the time of removing this. In case you can able to download images again, you know what is the images required for your application. Let's do here -a, small a. Okay. Now it will remove all the stopped containers and build all the images without at least one container associated with them. Okay, let's say in case that image is available, that image is not used for any container. It is still alive, but it's waste of the workspace, right? Because if not using that image, that is also will be cleaned up. Now here we'll get a lot of space. Now around 3.4 GB we got. Now if you see Docker images, there is no images in the system at all. Everything will be cleaned up. Now do the df cache now. Now we got like as total available size is that 40% is using, 60% is available now. Now we are good to write a Docker file now. Go to the Docker file. Let's simply remove this line and then do this. Now in this Docker file, what you guys do? Just try to add your tomcat-user.xml file, and then in case if context.xml file required, also we can override these two files with the path where you downloaded. Okay, where you keep it. Try to do this yourself, guys. This is assignment for you. And override in this path, right? This is a bin, right? This is a path slash web apps. Okay, slash in the web app, then we have the meta inf from there, like as context.xml file will come, right? And then another folder is that user local tomcat slash conf slash tomcat users.xml file. That file you can override. Create one file outside of the your Docker file here. Let's override that default file to your file using the cp command. Copy that file to this path, then it will override that into here. Then you can able to access your tomcat-users.xml file. Just simple, I'm saying that instead of default file, keep it your file, or else you won't get the like as admin page. It will ask username password. You don't have username password, then you can't able to access. This update is happening. Now done. The image is successfully done with this image. Now if you want, you can run this Docker. This is how your own Ubuntu, your own Tomcat. I used one Tomcat before, right? You remember, for deploy your WAR file. How do we deploy that previously? I give one assignment. If you didn't see this, I use the Tomcat base image, and then I deploy this way. Right now, you can do the same thing here also. Now you can do the same thing. Copy this one and then same path. Even I use the same user local Tomcat. Now you can copy this. Now in this line there is many lines came here in my data file here, right? Now I've written my own Tomcat. I downloaded tar file and then I used here is the Ubuntu instead of this. Okay, no? Understand guys? Understand right? No, same thing I am doing here also. Hyphen D, hyphen P, 8080. This is host port. This is container port. Hyphen name. Okay, my Tomcat app. Something like that. Again, instead of confusing, that's just like changing the name container name. Now see Docker PS. The container is running. Now we can access that now. This no, you can't able to access manage page because of you don't have enable for your tomcat.user.xml file. Understand right? If you want create that, what you do, you have created one tomcat-users.xml file. Okay. Now open this tomcat-users.xml file and go to browser. Like we already have documented this. Okay. Now this also just simple. The roles and does not there here. Even if you want, you can do this. This is only insight is available. This is server.xml file, not tomcat.user.xml file. No, we already have that. For Jenkins, open this any one of our document, previous document. Okay. Now roles, add these roles. This one. Okay, done. Now here, what is username password? This one. Now what you do, you just change the Docker file. This Docker file you can add after this. Okay. Copy tomcat-users.xml file to user source file, destination inside the farm folder slash. So that's reason. See how many places I keep in this default this folder, right? Now if you keep it this work directory, then you don't get that much places you need to do. Farm file. This is one option. Like let's try to do this in case if it works or not. Build. Okay, this is the V2. I'm gonna do this. Let me build this. See, image was built successfully. Tomcat 2. Now let's run the container with that V2 and 8081. The name is already there. 8081, the port is open or not. First check that. If not open, then we have to pay access. 8080 also running, but 8081 just now this is 8081 also open now security group. Open this. Still it is not accessible means something issue with your context.xml file. And override that context.xml file also. Software servers. Tomcat. I downloaded local right now in web apps. In manager meta env. In this meta env we have this file. This comment line, right? No control. Copy this file and keep context.xml. Now you need to comment this value tag. Okay. Now copy this and then open the Docker file now. You need to do one more copy command context.xml. There is a inside this, what is the path it is? Web apps .env context.xml. This is the path we have. I have to change this to Linux, right? Now I have to keep it space. Okay, now that's it. Now this file you have to overwrite. Now let's build the image with v3. Into the v3. Next, let's run with v3. 082. Port number, but I'm forgetting every time container name. Okay. Now see Docker PS. The three containers are running. And 8082, I'm not sure. I opened on not security group. Check the port is open or not. Oh shit, just 8082, no, right? In modules. Eight zero eight two is not there. Let me allow the 8082. J2. Yes. Now it's open now. This is our admin page. Now this is our own Tomcat, our own version, our own Docker file for to deploy your Tomcat instead of the base image of existing Tomcat UI tech. Guys, it now? Got it now? This is for Ubuntu. Now you guys can try with the Alpha and Linux. How to install Java, how to install Docker, sorry, not Docker, Tomcat in the using Alpha and base image. I written for Ubuntu. You guys can be try with the Alpha. Then you have both experience, Ubuntu as well as Alpha and Linux. Okay, your own Docker file like this. Right? Got it, guys? What I'm saying? The same like this. Now you guys can use the Alpha and Linux as the base image and try with that. Okay, clear? Okay, guys, see you then tomorrow.